What's up, guys? It's me, Little Gator Man. I just went to pick up the Elite Controller 2 from Best Buy, as you can see right there. And I think you can see that. And I just picked it up, as you can see. I just picked it up. It's Elite Series 2. So hopefully it's gonna be so good. And what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing an unboxing video of it and see what compartments it has. And before I do that, I'm gonna go out to eat real quick, probably to Johnny's Pizza or so, and then I'm gonna head home and go into my room and unbox this Joker. Hopefully it's pretty good. See you there. Alright, so I'm back from getting lunch. It's been 3 hours since I got back home, and I just finally got to be able to unbox this Xbox Elite Controller 2. And I'm going to be connecting it via my Xbox, which you can't really see it that well. But yeah, I'm going to be opening it from the back. I have these little straps on the end. Let's see if I can do it. There we go. That looks better. See if we can get this tape off. It looks like they've done some improvements with the taping, because they just added this little slip that you can just tear off and open, which in my opinion is a lot better, because it's just a pain to deal with these with just tape that goes across the whole thing. I'm just putting the tape onto the side. Let's see if we can get this thing off. I'm gonna have to use my knife to get it open. I mean, I got the tape off partially, but jeez. Let's open it. Got that part off. Yeah, I got. It's kind of a two-hand deal, and I'm using my other hand to hold the phone. Actually, it ain't that hard to get off. Oh, a second. Come on, let's get off. I don't know if you're wondering, that's my last name that's on there, so yeah. Last name is Wood. As seen on Twitter. If you're seeing my Twitter, which will be in the description. Let's say, so this whole thing right here is quite heavy. I mean, it looks nice. It's carrying case. See what's behind here. So behind here looks like I believe this is the USB-C cord that it comes with. Actually, to be honest, I kept the other USB-C cord, the Elite one. I forgot to cash it in with the Elite one, but whenever I got the protection plan, so yeah, I have two of these now. Come on, let's get out. Got it. That worked. So this is about a good 2 feet cord, I believe. I know it'll fit from there to here, at least. I know it'll from the Xbox that's lit up now, which I only have one, and it'll fit all the way over where I'm at right now. So it's a pretty decent. Oh, I don't have two USB-Cs. This is like my phone charger, which is the rounded one, unlike the other one I have. It's like this, but it's flat at the top, instead of just whole rounded. Yeah, it's usually flat right there and not so rounded. And then let's see, anything over here besides just the manuals? Looks like it's just the manuals, which you don't need, which I don't need to read into. Let's see, I need to first focus that and open this guy. It's kind of hard to do. Trying to get this thing to focus and be able to see it. Alright, so we got that. We can open it up. Please shine some more light. Here we go. More than this obnoxiously blurry look. Alright, so this is the bad boy right here, which I hope is an improvement on this part, because this is just the rubber right here. Alright, like I was saying, is sorry about that, my camera lost connection. Like I was saying, is that the grips on the previous Elite 1 controller, this one had a problem where it would come off slightly, and I didn't like that. That's why I had to turn in the first one, because the padding on the Elite 1 was coming off. Now, with the difference between the Elite 1 and Elite 2 is that this part, there's 4 options. This one being 2, that one being 3, 4, and then 1. 1 being the unchangeable by the app. 2 I had already set because I tried to do this before and it didn't work, or it wouldn't transfer to my PC for some reason. It took too long. And then we have interchangeable numpads, which I'm using this one because it's a lot more. I'm used to it, and then you can change it up with the normal default D-pad. And then we have 5 of these guys. It's basically the same, but these are the inverted dome ones. And then we have 2 of the flathead reverted dome ones. And then we have 1 long one, which I think is better for shooter games, which is for looking around and all. And we have 1 dome lid one. And then we have this guy, which you take this off, but I'm not sure what it does exactly. But you would stick it in this joint and then twist it, and it'll go down a little bit more, which I already kind of tinkered with it, but I'm not really sure what it does exactly. As you can see, it was down before, now it's up. I'm not really sure what it does exactly, but yeah. And then on the triggers back here, they textured it to have a more rough end. I'm guessing it's for better grip, and that's basically all that's changed on the beginning, except for this guy. The home button is a lot more harder to press down. It's more tough. And then on the back we have a semi-new thing, which is an extra hair trigger, which there's 3 compared to 2, which was on the Elite 1. And then with the 3, it allows the trigger to pull down all the way. With the 2 in the middle, it pulls down halfway. And then with all the way down, it barely goes down. So it's like it basically locks the trigger from going down too far, which I'll set it back all the way to up, because that's the preferable thing I use. And then with this, I've only changed 2 of these back pads from the inside the app, which I've used this one for the R right analog stick click, and this one being the L left analog stick press or click. I haven't changed anything with these 2, but they can be customizable as well, but I haven't changed anything with those yet. Also, if you had an Xbox Elite 1, you can save its settings to this one. It did ask me. And then with this guy, you have a charging dock, which if you can see that, a charging dock that helps charge, which connects to these 3 guys, and it'll charge your Elite 2 controller, which it doesn't have a section to take out the batteries and put in. This is a purely chargeable controller. You cannot use external batteries. So this thing has also got an upgrade to the back, at least, where you can insert the charger into the back and connect it to the charging dock, which does have a magnet at the bottom so it won't fall out easily. I don't know if you can really tell, but there is a magnet in the bottom. And then that's everything that I told you what's new about the Xbox 2 on the outside. That's checked, that checked, that checked, that checked. The back checked. Yes, so that's everything that's quite new with the Xbox Elite, which is a very good controller, in my opinion, and it's very smooth. Connecting is very easy, it's very functional, and I'll see you in the next part, which is the testing on the game.
Elite 2 controller, I'm using it right now, and it feels so much better. It's feel like the feel of the controller is so much better, and everything. Oh shoot, that's a raid over there. It's just overall everything feels smoother. Like the looking around, it feels smoother, more responsive. The moving feels more responsive than regular controller, like just the regular off-brand controller. The jumping, it doesn't feel as responsive, but it's there. It's just my opinion as best as a regular controller. Now, like I said in the previous part of this video, before I transitioned, I believe I stated that I changed the right front bumper to be R, the right analog stick click. So instead of sneaking, which I'm just using the stick right now, as if you can hear it very clearly, or if you can hear it clearly, here we go. That's me clicking the analog stick, right analog stick. And you saw in the video, I was crouching. Now I have the back paddle, the top right one, which if you look it back in the video, it was the top left one. So if you're looking face forward to the controller, it's the top right. So in the video, top left, but face forward, top right. And if you can hear me clicking the back paddle, the one I was talking about, I'll be crouching too. Watch. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the back paddle. That's also useful because in certain games there's a lot of analog stick clicking, and I always hated using the analog stick to click, so I always put the back paddle to use analog sticks instead. Same with the top left analog or top left back pedal, which I used instead of that I used for sprint instead of having to double tap forward. Is you can hear the top left, like this is the analog stick, left analog stick. Can you hear that? That's one sec. That is the left analog stick tapping forward. And with the left analog stick like that, I mean it's not hard just to double tap, but using the back top left back pedal just to run is a lot easier than just double tapping forward. Now as for the bottom two back pedals, which is the longest ones, if you scroll back into the previous screen that I showed in the back, there are two longer bottom paddles. I didn't change anything for that, but this is what I'm using it for right now. It's this one is X, and like the one from the video from the past video, it's the bottom right one. So from the back, it's the bottom right. If you're looking at the front of the controller, it's bottom left. That's what's using the X button. Now I'm not really sure what I have the front paddle to the bottom right paddle to set to, but it's triggered to something I'm not really sure. Wait, oh, it's also triggered to the left click or left stick click, which is weird because I didn't really set it, but that must have been just a default. Now as for moving side, using the R1, R2, wait, L1, R2 buttons, they seem a little bit more responsive, but I can't really say. Now with the swinging, it seems the same as the front one. I mean the top one. Now I'm gonna switch to the middle one, which locks the trigger hair, or not the trigger hair, hair trigger or whatever. I forget what. I actually just forgot what is that. It locks the trigger that you're using to swipe or shoot or aim. It locks it into a certain degree. Like the middle one, as I switched to there, if you could hear that, you can hear my controller spam clicking, or yeah, I think you can hear my controller hitting the bar that keeps the trigger from going any further. That's how you can tell it's working. It only goes halfway. Now if I were to put it all the way down, it only goes slightly, so I can spam click more faster. Because using the bottom one, it keeps it locks it at in a very minimum where you don't have to waste so much time lifting the trigger back up. This is very good again for shooters, but I don't really necessarily use it, but I should use it more, but it's not really my thing. And as you've heard, I put it back to the top one. It does the same thing with the other side, which is left click, or no, that would be right click if you were on PC, but left trigger, it does the same thing, but nobody really uses it. But on shooters, it helps aim a lot better. And anything other than that, it's the Elite control. Oh shoot. The Elite controller is very responsive, very good, but very good game. Good game, very good controller. Would highly recommend. So if you attack these guys once, oh no, in that case. I mean, unless you don't really want the customization in better performance, I would just say just go for the regular Xbox controller. Otherwise, this is a very good, useful controller to use. It's more responsive. Um, it's more customizable, and pretty much anything. I just harvested that, and it's already grown. Oh well, and that's about everything. Um, to recap that, actually, I have nothing really to recap. I mean, it's smooth, smooth playing, pretty good. Moving. It does have a setting in the Xbox accessory app that allows you to change it can change it to delay, like if you for your right analog stick. So if you were to press right, uh it moves slower. Hmm. Game Pass console, what is that? Alright, and that'll be the end of this bit. Hopefully this will change your mind on how to on buying one. Not really change your mind on buying one, really, but this is the first time I actually done an unboxing video, and hopefully you like it. Sorry about the bad quality or whatever, but we'll see you later, guys. Peace.